Matt Blaylock. Live in Batdorf, Iowa, and my day job career is I'm the manager of sponsorships, activations, and events for John Deere.
I'm Chris Batdorf. I work for John Deere in marketing, and John Deere, we do a couple of cool things there.
Chris Davison. I work for John Deere, and I'm from Batdorf, Iowa.
My name is Jeff Barnes. I work for John Deere at our planter factory, where we make the planter we're pulling today.
So I first learned about farm rescue from a gentleman named Mark Baumgarten on his last day as a John Deere employee. So I asked him, I said, hey man, what are you gonna do in retirement? And he said, well, I'm gonna go farm. I'm gonna go help farm rescue. And so that must have been 5 or 6 years ago at this point. And I always had it on my list to do and never did it. So when we had the opportunity to work together on the Farm Must Go On concert for farm rescue, it came back into being a reality.
We were watching that and enjoying it and donating a little bit of money, and our other buddy Chris Davison calls us up and says, enough with the money, let's actually go up and help some folks.
Let's do more. And our talents fit perfectly with this situation, right? Like the work that I do every day is building the products like what you see behind me. And to go out and actually use those to help somebody, you can't really put it into words, but it's something completely different than donating money.
My dad, he actually had a farm accident when I was young, and it was really the friendliness of the neighbors that helped us get through, right? The neighbors were there to help us. You know, I signed up, I didn't know really what to expect, and luckily, whoever coordinated us to be out here, they paired all 4 of us John Deere folks together.
First time I've met Jeff is through this, and Jeff's the planning expert, so he's led the way on making sure that we're not just working hard, but we're working smart, and you know, we're leveraging all the technology that's built into these pieces of equipment.
We pulled up and it was just us and the farm rescue trucks and that big old John Deere machine, and the one gentleman kind of came out and, you know, a little bit choked up and just really appreciative to have us out there. You know, hugs all around, and it was just a real heartwarming moment, and was one that I will honestly never forget.
Freak accident that happened literally, you know, just a couple 100 feet from where we're standing, where Garrett was unloading some gates and literally squished him like a pop can. And he's got a long road to recovery, and I think that they didn't even know at one point in time if he was going to walk. But you couldn't have picked a better family for my first time doing it. It's amazing how hard these people work. I mean, they're into everything, and they're trying their best to juggle it all and make it happen. And to be able to put in 500-600 acres of crop for them, you can tell it takes a load off their mind.
This is a really, really great family, and they've been under a ton of stress for the last couple of months. And so, you know, for us to be able to come out here and to be able to help is great to relieve that stress for them.
That's the reason we're out here, is to make a difference. And even though we're all from Iowa, I'd consider ourselves neighbors to this family, even though we live, you know, 500 miles apart.
We're just the kind of guys that we don't really want to stand around. We want to be busy, and things need done on the farm all the time. So we're signing up and trying to help out everywhere we can.
It's really hard to stop at night. We would keep going just to do it because you feel like you're accomplishing something as a team. But yeah, as a team building event, you couldn't pick a better thing to do, right? So we definitely have developed relationships that are gonna last a long time.
It's definitely great that John Deere has been involved with the farm rescue, and I can see us, you know, continuing to be more involved in the future. And I know I'm gonna tell other folks about it, and I hope they sign up as well.
To truly understand not just the equipment, but our customers, you got to get out. You got to see not only what the opportunities are with the equipment, but understand what's the whole system, you know, the whole production system, and how does it fit together, and how can we find ways to make it easier on these guys that have small windows to be able to plant and to make their money for the year.
For Farm Rescue, it's just such a great organization that is helping folks. One of the things that I love about it is it's not a handout, it's a kickstart for somebody, and they really appreciate it. And I grew up in a farming family, and my grandpa, God rest his soul, would be smiling down on me on doing this sort of thing.
I don't know how I would describe the feeling when I first met Jim. and how grateful he felt before I'd done a thing, and how I feel like I've really made a difference in his life, so he's giving me something back. I've got more out of this than I ever would have thought possible, and that's obviously not why I did it, but it's been a great experience.
Sign up. It's just such a great opportunity, such a good feeling to help someone out, and there's no better job than farming, so being out here has just been a joy for us as a group.
The reputation of Farm Rescue is second to none, and it's got the best of intentions in place, and I think this experience for me has been great to understand a different side of it. You can step away from your day job and do things like this. What are you waiting for? Come out, do it now. You don't have to wait till retirement or a different day. Just get out and give it a shot.
You know, those emails, they continue to pile up, and they'll still be there when you get back, but we want to get some seed in the ground and get the cows fed.